Hey, I'm Rehfyx, and today is January 1st, 2024, and it marks the beginning of my journey to beat the top 200 games of all time. Recently, a user on Reddit made a post that aggregated 14 different lists of the top 200 games of all time to make a new list. I linked the list in the original post in the description below. The 14 lists come from a wide variety of outlets from a variety of countries, such as, from the United States, Game Informer, a magazine published by GameStop, IGN, Looper, Slant, USA Today, and Popular Mechanics. From the UK, British GQ, Empire, and Games. From Spain, Hobby Consolas, pardon my poor Spanish, and from Japan, TV Asahi, and pardon my poor Japanese. The list also includes online ranking websites, such as Metacritic's top 200 Metascores of all time as of 2023, and IMDb and Ranker.com's top 200 games by user rankings as of 2023. The list isn't perfect, but it's not supposed to be. The purpose of the list for me is to showcase 200 great games that are either representative of their genre or are an experience that you shouldn't miss out on within gaming. Just to explore some of the questionable rankings on the list, Tetris ranked all the way near the top at rank 5. At first I had assumed this was because of historical reasons, since it's often thought of as a very early video game. I then saw that it came out in 1985, which isn't really that long ago. We have 5 other games made before 1985 that are ranked lower than Tetris. In addition, the game Rogue, that came out in 1980, didn't even make the list, and it's the beginning of the entire roguelike genre of games. As a side note, I have never played the original Rogue, but I do love roguelites. I have a list of honorable mentions that I will be playing along with the 200 games, and Rogue is one of them. Another example of a ranking I didn't initially understand is Chrono Trigger making it to rank 21, which beat the 3 Pokemon generations that made the list. As someone who's never played Chrono Trigger growing up, but has collected every Pokemon, I'm intrigued to know how a game so highly rated didn't spawn a massive franchise or have 50 remakes. There hasn't been a new Chrono Trigger in over 20 years, but we get a new Pokemon generation every 3 years, so I'm very excited to learn why Chrono Trigger is so beloved. As I said before, this list isn't perfect or inarguable, it's just a guide. There's definitely some games I think should have made the list, and there are some rankings I disagree with, but that's not the point. The point of this is to experience all these games that people have called great, regardless of whether or not their rankings on some list is correct in my own eyes. Of the 200 games on the list, I've already played 138 of them, so I know this list has to be somewhat accurate because I remember all of them being amazing. Some might just be in the past year or two, but that doesn't matter because I will be starting at the bottom of the list and working my way towards the top. I have a Google Doc that lists them all out with some personal notes that is also linked in the description below. So for the next few years, I'll be uploading all my playthroughs to this channel. You can also find me on Twitch under the name Rehfyx as well. I'm still getting used to all this. I'm very much an amateur. I had to figure out how to do video editing. I had to figure out OBS. I had to familiarize myself with Audacity, just a bunch of programs, DaVinci for video editing. So it's going to be a work in progress, but I'm very excited to start. The first game I'll be doing is Final Fantasy VIII, which is ranked 199. The game that's ranked 200 and what I should be starting on is Little Big Planet 1. But that's only available for the PlayStation 3, so I can't play that until they make it available for future consoles, or I find my PlayStation 3. I've never really done anything like this before, so please wish me luck. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on my road to beating over 200 remarkable games.